دي الله جمعكم. A mean of respect, because I respect you, so in mean of respect, I have uploaded a video. I'm not in the mood to upload video, to be honest with you, but in mean of respect, I am going to explain in English what I have uploaded in Arabic. And it concerns me to show respect to the YouTube community guideline, okay? Because they keep on deleting my videos. Their guideline. And I'm only saying the truth. Only saying the truth. And we deal with this. What happened within the last decades, century, since King Abdulaziz and since the establishment of what's called Gulf states and how they set the borders by an external power? I have explained that these borders do not represent a legitimate separating line between a nation and another. I have explained about this. When we say Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Emirate, Oman, no, they do not. It's a result of an external interference working for certain illegal, illegitimate, unhumanitarian agenda. Cause this problem in the Middle East, which we right now are paying the price for. It's not the case when we go and look at Germany, France, for example. I'm not mentioning the West for any reason. Germany, France, Italy, England, no. These nations are representing, this border are representing the separating. It's not 100% perfect, but at the minimum, you can see that this is a language, this is a culture, this is a bloodline, regardless of any other points that is talking about people coming from Germany, people coming from since the time of the Vikings and the Roman taking the 11th century, and what happened even before by the Roman Empire, even before the Messiah, and things happened before, how they mixed the fair hair, the brunette, the slavery that took place even before the Messiah centuries ago, and how this African melt within the European, and some of them start to create their own gypsies. Anyway, it's a different environment. When we go and look at the Ishmaelian land, there is illegal separating lines. Even when we talk about Iraq and Syria and Jordan and Egypt. Okay. So, there is a lot of talk. Wahhabis are not alone in Saudi Arabia. Saud House are a Wahhabist family. This talk took place in an extreme way. In the 80s, to a certain level. The 90s, oh my God, 11 September after it. The invasion of Iraq until 2006 or 7 or 8, the talk was in heat. You know the heat, hey, not hate, heat. every day, every night. Those who are in a position. It's a Saudi Wahhabist house controlling Saudi Arabia. The Saudis are not only Wahhabist. The Saudis are Shafi'is. The Saudis are... There is Saudis who are Shafi'is. There is Saudis who are Sufis. There is Saudis who are Shi'at. There is Saudis who are... There is Saudis who are in... Listen, I look a little bit tired for my own reason. Saudis... I'm just thinking about things. Saudis are different types. There is minorities. There is and there is and there is. Now, how Saudi Arabia became the way it is, and how Gulf State became the way it is, and how the ruler choose to rule it. I mean, Emirates, since the beginning, it's an Islamic country. The rules is an Islamic country. It's all about legitimacy. Even the leader of Zayed and other... Let's focus on Saud House. I have what's called the Saudi citizenship, though it's worse in Gulf States. You look at Abdulaziz when he was in Taif, and his sons are witnesses. Look at Prince Talal, for example. May Allah bless all those who died among the Muslim nation, and he judged them, not me. After the death, of course, I don't want to mention bad things right now, or indecent things about dead people. Others as well. King Salman knows this. Abdullah knows this. They know it. Abdulaziz used the rules of Islam. He used the rules of Islam, okay? And using the rules of Islam like a horse. He's using the rules of Islam. He's using the Sharia law so that he would rule, of course, as an agent and supported by an external power after what happened in the Holy Land and things. So he is riding this horse, which is the horse of Sharia law and Islam, and this gave him legitimacy to rule and tribe to be against each other, seeing a person who is bringing salvation to them. Religion is that. Muhammad said that. Ad-da'wa al-Muhammadiyya. O, B, C. Now, at the end, before he died, not a year, not a 5, not after it's settled, when everything is settled in Riyadh and Taif. Let's say the final decade. The man was a big fan of these movies, which was absolute contradiction to what he used to rule Saudi Arabia. Bikinis, women showing their skins, Egyptian movies, and his children, like Mohammed bin Salman, knows this, that King Abdulaziz was open. But he dealt with these scholars. Stop it. He dealt with this mentality. So he is lying. So he is using a lie to create a legitimacy. Now, me accepting or not accepting is a different era. This is another story. And then the royal family start imposing, let's call it Western, non-realistic, non-suitable change. This is what I am saying here. I said it even more before than 10 years. And that's why I'm tired, because it's terrible. It's terrible, wallahi terrible. It's terrible. There is people who say things, no one listen to them. This is another point. They are in their country, their nation. No, you are not allowed to say it there. 1. 2. The enemy is seducing and destroying, and if you try to fix, trying to expose, you're dead. You run away to those who are always screaming humanitarian and whatever, and they deal with you in a racist way. Their system. Oh, yep, that's it. That's it. I'm not going to talk about anything more. So, you go and ask Mohammed bin Salman, he will say, King Abdulaziz wanted Saudi Arabia to be like this. Listen, he was in Kuwait, a filthy bastard. Filthy bastard. people used to say to him, now people used to say, يعني Al Saud and Dar'iyya better than Al Sabah, things like that, because there was some sort of prostitution and things, people running from Turkey or Asia, Kashmir is coming. Anyway, I don't want to go to other points. That he wanted this. Okay, if he wanted this, why did he rule? Why he did talk to the tribe, said, I want Islam rule. I want the identity rule. I don't want your daughters to wear bikini, like my sister. They made her wear bikini with the Superman, Superwoman bikini. No, please, don't question me. I saw things on Instagram and things unbelievable, and I deleted immediately. I immediately get out of the... So, you are coming to the shrine with the women niqab, and you're just explaining, English empire was with you, and you're killing some of the tribe's leaders at the end, when they expose you. Mainly like Al-Duwish. Look at Muhammad bin Salman. He killed Salman al-Duwish. The same. Now here, if you want to study how history is by those who will be in hellfire and pay a great price, will repeat itself. Al-Duwish at the end said, you're not a good leader. We know what you're doing. Bin Hathleen, Ibn Bjad, these men, at the end they revolted. Now their name is celebrated by the name Ishmaelian. Their death and execution is celebrated by the name Ishmaelian. They celebrate it. They helped them, Abdulaziz, and then Abdulaziz finished them. And they said it to me a lot, sending an indirect message that let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this. Because it won't change anything. For almost 6 years I am here screaming, anyway, in my YouTube channel. Let's not talk about this. This racial discrimination, still I'm explaining. Juhayman. After the death of Abdulaziz, the royal family wanted prostitution in Saudi Arabia. This is the term, don't question me, prostitution, Saudiyat al-Khabs, they wanted prostitution. It's like if they want a revenge from the people. Why? Gulf States royal family are far worse in a different aspects. Shall I stop uploading the video? Because they might delete it. Should I stop? Should I? Tell me, should I stop? The royal families in Gulf States are far worse in other aspects. I'm not talking about Gulf States right now. Though I didn't even start yet. I can talk about Kuwait, and then Bahrain. Qatar, Bahrain, there is certain respect there, because I feel sorry for the king there, and I respect him in comparison to the others. Emirate and Oman, I can do it. Oh yeah. وشخصا make it. I don't ترجع هذا. أشخص ليس شخص. أشخص. Give an assessment. I can give assessment. I can give. Always say the truth. I can say good or bad, legal, illegal, illegitimate, liars or saying the truth, dirty or clean, low life or respectable, human or non-human. I can say this. Disgusting being or good being who represent humanitarian structure of government or whatever. I can do this assessment. But now let's. So the Saud House, they took. Now they're doing some assessment because they go into the civil and things like they're doing assessment. But in regards, so the I'm not tired because of anything happening. Maybe I didn't sleep enough. No, I didn't. It's cold and I feel... I don't know, but I walked a lot today. Sometimes I forget to drink water. It's called drink water. Even it's winter, drink water. Sometimes you're thinking about things. I'm almost like forcing myself, really. Because anyway, alhamdulillah, shukrullah. So, the Saud house. So the Saud house. And then they start imposing prostitution. Abdulaziz's family, and what's called royal family, definitely at the time of Saud and at the beginning of Faisal, or at the time of Faisal, Khalid at the beginning. Look at the 70s. Hippies. There was some hippies living in the 70s. Hippies, ask them, look at the character of the hippies. Hippies time. And the Ishmaelian are saying, what the fuck? The chicks, the leader, the sheikhs, shuyukh, Ahmad al-Qaba'il al-Al, what is this? Who is processing this imposement? The non-Ishmaelian. Do this mean that the non-Ishmaelian are bad? Among them, people who are far better than all Ishmaelian, 1,000 times. Understanding religion, understanding the I don't want to create unjust. Understanding what happened to those people, spit at by all Gulf states, starting from Saudi, faces. Now these people, not all of them, were used, not all of them, after Jehman. Jehman is a member of an Ishmaelian tribe who said, you know what, I need to work something and I'm going to use the religion, exactly like Daesh. You fucked us in Iraq, you did illegal thing, far illegal than what's happening in Ukraine. My responsibility, 1,000 times more than what happened in Ukraine. Illegal. 1,000 times, more than 1,000 times of what happened in Ukraine. Fine? Each children, death is terrible. All children deserve happiness. All innocent people, women, men, old, young, people who are criminal, don't deserve to be tortured. They deserve the punishment that they deserve it. No one is deserved to be tortured. Not psychologically, not even a scratch in his body. Now that's Muhammad. We're not talking about Muhammad right now. We're talking about what you did in Iraq. Peace be upon him. So, and others, Shisha and others. Jehman said, man, what the fuck? There is a lot of facade and corruption. And someone saw a dream that God said to him, you are the Mahdi. Or and I don't know. And they said, you know what, let's make a scenario. We're almost 100. They gathered, or 50 or 40. Do yourself, hide yourself. Take the weapon at that time. Things are not like, there is no telephone, there is no telephone, there are CCPs, there is no, the government, I mean, it can happen any time, I understand, but anyway, I mean, terrorist attacks always happen. They went to Mecca and they did what the Jehman. Now they lie about Jehman, lies that you cannot even imagine. Okay? Now, within this time, the Saudi government noticed, after finishing Jehman, that this won't be the first. And it's obvious that the Ishmaelians, Israelite, okay, the Israelis are there. Hey, the Israelis are decapitated there, put in jails, without dicks, and all sorts of, the real Israel, not the Goyim, occupying Holy Land, okay, no, I'm not talking about the Goyim. Idi Goyim, I'm not talking about the Goyim. No, who got nothing to do with what the Israelites are all about. Nothing to do with what essentially Judea is, from Israel, peace be upon him, through all its time until before the Messiah, the son of Virgin Mary. And I explained nothing. This is green. The reason I'm talking about, let's call them the Ishmaelites. There's Qahtanis, Azdis, of course. Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah. I'm not talking about minorities. The natives are Sunnis. It cannot be. Not by the DNA, the accent, the culture, and they know it. But Satan is behind these lies. Now, this is not the topic as well. The government said, King Abdulaziz work again in our Gulf state. You did this to yourself. Qatar at that time, Kuwait, people were modest. This is Saudi Arabia. And you did. And people won't believe that in the 60s, Saudi Arabia become more liberate, they call it liberate, than UAE itself at 2000. What? Again, in the 60s, I will show, if someone is making a documentary, now, Saudi Arabia was more liberated, not liberated, so-called liberated, more than what, because they considered Emirate a liberated country, more than Emirate in 2005, not 2000. What? In 2000? Yeah. Now people would say, what do they do there now, the minority in Saudi House? This is how we was. Like, look at my face. And do you see the germs? I show respect to the germs, though they are bad. I show respect to bacteria and things like the germs. And I show, in comparison, please, I don't want the video to be deleted. Please, I don't want the video to be deleted, please. Tariq don't know how it is. He think that this is how it is. In the 60s, in the 70s, look at the picture. It's like Afghanistan in Iran. Before Ali Khomeini. Oh no, Iran is a different story. Afghanistan is a different story. Though there is a lot of similarity, especially in Afghanistan. Look. Look, of course, Satan is trying to work until the global tribulation. Think you smart? You think you're smart ass? Look what will happen. Not to mention, but we will die before all what this happen. We enjoy our time. We did, yeah. You will be in hellfire. I'm atheist. You are a terrible bad atheist. You're gonna be in hellfire. May Allah give you a test before you die. Because it's a case of unjust, and may Allah not forgive you. And you need to fuck off. Unjust. He is the final decision maker. Unjust case. Look. This is how he was. And Crown Prince himself, he is not alone. He's a puppet. Working for the intruders inside and working who was a best choice to the external power, starting from the West and even Iran. Stupid boy. We was like this. In this Sahwa, it's called the awakening at the 80s, after Jihiman. Took us down. We were like this. And a Lebanese woman, I didn't know it's coming. And Tariq is homeless. My content is fucked, and you're enjoying it. And you're enjoying why they create Daesh. I'm not one of these. You're enjoying, don't delete the video. You're enjoying this. Terrorist, barbarian, terrorist, Daesh. Well, alhamdulillah. I am myself, man. I am more than 1,000 person. I'm not mentioning else than human. No, this is another world. But you need to fuck off. Leave me alone. But still, I need a lot of visiting talk and things. Fuck off. That's your business. See, I'm tired. Major friend. This is how it is. Gulf states, everyone, Mohammed bin Zayed, everyone is putting his what? Input. Islam, Muhammad, reforming Islam. Tony Blair, Bush Jr. not think, Hindus say the Sufis are better. Yeah. Shiite are better. Yeah. The Holy Land, Trump. Yeah, this is what you do. Everyone. Or everyone. The Gohem. It's Muhammad is the enemy because we're Jew. We belong here. Holy Land. You have diet. They don't want to make us return back. Ah, Ya Allah. Alhamdulillah. I thank you, God. I thank you. Wallahi anni Ahmadu. I thank him that I am not like you. I am blessed, not you. I am not like you. They look at my video and they say, we are blessed. Look at him. And I go with my beating my face and spitting him and making all of sort and making all sort so putting all sort of things in my YouTube. They say, thank God we're blessed. Keebles. Ilahum. Hindu with his cow, fucking her at night and then worshipping her at the day. And we want to eat milk. No, nothing my cow. So-called Buddhist. And then with children. May Allah protect the children worldwide. I don't need to explain about it. It's something not to laugh at. I am the one who is blessed not to be... I'm not talking in general, your groups. The so-called Shia. No, I am the one who is blessed, not you. Wallahi, I am the one who is blessed. Because my history is here. I see my history. You go? Maybe you will wake up. But how many things did you do? That's me, no. Your YouTube channel. Really? Since my childhood. And I question you. And I judge you. Yes, there was fights, problem. Yeah. I challenge you. This is wrong, this is right. And I'm not going to work with anyone. Because now I'm fucked in comparison to before. But still, I have the right to give my opinion. And I always say the truth. Fuck you. I'm sorry, I'm losing it now. Because it's really very provoking. Worldwide. Very provoking. Especially that personally I was harmed. Now this is a cultural thing. Which... that's why I feel happy. Proud of myself. Thankful to God. I'll make an act of Alhamdulillah. No, it's not this way, but I mean it. It will be at the calculation. Anyway, let's turn back. So, this is how they look. As-Sahwa is called the awakening. When Saud House said, oh, the Ismailian, now we will do it like Abdul Aziz time. Islam, everyone. No more cinema. No more women showing their legs. No more drunk here and there. Pentagon, I think, had the pills and things. No more mixing. No more things happening in the shop. It's the time for the committee. Do you agree what happened? I agree part of it, but not all of it. So what do you think about the Sahwa, Mr. Tariq al-Fujur? I was a child at the end. 1982, 6 June 6 a.m. That's my date of birth. My God. When I enter place, not a there is someone who they are checking on me and they say, what do you think about this guy? They say, Tariq is good when I go to these places, centers and places like this. And now they think that when I finish, I don't know if he's gonna like. I think this is their impression about me. When I enter a place, I am a different person. Nice, Ron. And then when I go outside, and this is who am I really. There is difference between a pig and there is difference between a dinosaur. They see too. So this is a pig and I don't know. I need more. What do you call it? More practicing. Okay, you cannot come to my level. You can't. You're just down. Fuck off. So I take my face, and then the real face show itself. Someone thought about me this way. When I leave these centers and I visit, and I always enter smiling, nice, beautiful. Me, I mean, I'm talking about a glass, touching someone's glass. You have a nice glass. I don't mean anything else. لازم أكون منصف مع محمد bin Salman. I need to be a person who play justice with the crown prince Mohammed bin Salman. I must. This guy is a child. This doesn't make him less criminal, but he's a child. He lived in Riyadh. This is how it is. He don't have 1 out of 100 of my experience of life. No, all of this acting powerful, this, okay, of course there is a brusher, not a brusher of pain, a brusher of intelligence, a brusher of knowledge, experience with Abdullah and Fahad, media working, things are changing, of course that's helped him. Okay, but he is puppet. If you are a puppet and doing crimes, be careful. There is puppet who did a lot of crimes. They should be in trial. He's a puppet right now. But let's talk. So this is how they are trying to show you that that without looking into details about how the Ismailian used to live, the Ismailian nation, the Ismailian culture, the Ismailian identity, the religion, Islam, what's happening in Holy Land, those who call themselves Shiite, the race itself, the minority, the story of the minority, the difference between Pakistanis and England with respect to England, the difference between a minority like the Algerian in France with respect to France. There is a lot of Pakistanis who love England. And I saw this. They love England, and Allah is my witness. I saw Algerian who came from France. Muslims, all of them, they love France itself. They love the soil. Wallahi, they love it more than Algeria. People here love it more than England, except there is things to do with other points. No. These minorities are absolutely different historically when we compare them to the minorities in the Ismailian territory. We didn't colonize nobody. Don't even mention the first spread liberating other soils by the companion of Muhammad, and then those who accepted Islam start liberating after and after. There was a lot of historical reason, political reason. I have explained about it. These people came and settled, and we took them. Who took them? A dirty Ismailian right now who is doing unjustified crimes against a poor victim who got nothing to do with, like for example, with what happened. Like for example, someone Ismailian angry with non-Ismailian because he sees they look at a small weak one of them and he starts attacking. This is dirt. This is unacceptable. I'm talking about the Ismailian who should represent their country. The forefathers and foremothers who died, who their we are Muslims at the end, but this is how they use it. Their spirit should be shown respect. Now they are not shown respect by so many international using this boy, and even before him at the time. The same story with before him. No, but he was chosen. In Gulf States. Now this is the point. What happened? What was happening for decades so that this change took place without showing any respect or recognition to those who protected the society from falling to what Syria failed at the 80s. Algeria failed at the 80s. Iraq failed after killing the royal family, the Hashemite royal family in Iraq, or overthrowing the communists, or what's happened before, an assassination and things, or what happened in Syria, collapses and overthrowing, military took over. It's the Ismailian with their identity and culture and this structure, beautiful structure of society that is fucked right now. Don't question me. And Allah is the owner of everything, and He's the ruler, and His hand above all hands, and He's the creator of all hands. What I'm trying to say, the Ismailian people, they were criticized in a very wrong, this is one of the aspects which I am trying to explain, in a very wrong, unacceptable way. For decades, and they couldn't speak. There was a lot of political change and incident and things that took place, like the occupation of the Holy Land, like the so-called Shiite having power, like Ali Khomeini, revolution, trying to spread the revolution to others who are, by those others who are Shiite, even if they are not natives in Ismailian territory or in Iraq or in Syria like the Alawis. Things that showed support to the non-Ismailian. People who are coming from the West and finding that those who call themselves Hijazis and those who call themselves Shiites are more open, and their women are more open, neglecting the fact that they are from a different culture, and if they don't like it, they should leave. In France, how many percent did it say? I'm not talking about the 19th century, right? How? If you don't want to respect the France Republic, whatever principle, leave or return back. Not to mention the racial discrimination that many Muslims have dealt with in Poland, which helped in occupying Iraq. It did a lot of damage through the crusade and other things like that. Taking things not yours. How many? How many demonstrations? The government here in England is a very... I don't want to use the term decent. The government here in England is... Okay, it's decent. The government here in England is smart. And trying to be... to show itself as the most conservative based on West recognized meaning of what we mean by conservative, not conservative in Afghanistan or whatever, or in Africa, with due my respect, or in some societies here, or Japan, or no, based on this, the judgment of what the Western civilization provide. You took something from Saddam Hussein, you shouldn't. Allah is proud, and I feel that, man. Though I criticize him so many things, and what happened in Iraq have honestly helped in creating additional support to do the destruction taking place right now, which I'm going to explain. So, England, in the West and all, is the country that show the most, or acting and trying to represent itself with an extreme, decent, and conservative face. Now, regardless how they try to hide things, and that's different, but they just want to play it this way with this Muslim minority and things. Unlike France, which committed absolute... England is a criminal in colonizing the area. Oh yeah. But France is stupid. Obvious evidence shows unhumanitarian to the extreme attitude to the natives in the country that they colonized. But England was a little bit decent and conservative. Though they did a lot of... This is not the topic. What I am trying to say... what I'm trying to say is that so the West, they found that these people who are intruder are more open, neglecting the fact that they are non-Ishmaelian. They should show respect to the Ishmaelian or get out. at Persia occupying Balochistan, Kurdistan. Look at the racism there. Look at the Holy Land, how they are kicking people from their housing and doing unbelievable crime. Look at Chinese occupying the eastern Turkestan. Look what those native Muslims are dealing with in India. It's a lot. Kashmir, for example. Look at, oh, wow. Terrible. Not when it's come to the Ismailian land. No. So what did they do? Since the 80s, there is a lot of complaints. I am from Hijazi, West, Home Office, government, humanitarian, whatever. Hijazi, we are not Wahhabist like Al Saud. Al Saud Wahhabist, especially at the 80s. After they found a test, these non-Ismailian found a test, they are minority, of being prostitutes and faggots. But rich prostitutes and faggots. What about the Ismailian? They want modesty while they're poor. So even at the awakening time of Sahwa in the 80s and the 90s, all those non-Ismailian who always blah 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 blah, blah loyal to the Gulf states or on opposition, complaining and I hope you would understand, doctors. Rich. What about us? Look at even the family of An-Nimr. I don't want to mention the name. They're criminal. The crimes are unbelievable. Unbelievable, wallah. Regardless I'm good or bad, I'm saying the truth. Who create a bad person? If. What do you mean by bad? I'm definitely not bad. You don't judge me as bad. Bad people is the one who's creating what you think is a bad. Because there is bad people who are committing crime that they shouldn't. They need to watch out. Rich. Money. The 80s is Sahwa awakening. And the government is using those religious people to just bring the legitimacy on the tribes. No leader of royal family or a sheikh of a tribe have the right to question us. Because it's Islam. Yeah, take some. جوا كلبك it back. I don't want you to interpret this as well. Take some, yeah. Those people who have no roots, they're already rich at the 60s and the 70s for... Give those who have no roots the money and power and ministries and things. Not to mention that they were the first to read and write because they used to live in settled places. But give them more. This continued because they have no roots. They will be more obedient to all Gulf State. Unlike an Ismailian. Hey. So what if you are Ibn Saud? This is started with Ibn Bjad and Ibn Hithlin and Al-Duwish, who were executed and murdered. And the British Empire gave them back to Abdulaziz. This is what they did. They said, we're running away from your boy who you made something. And they took them and they sent them back to Abdulaziz and he killed them. Who would say, hey Abdulaziz, you're not good? Who? Ibn Sabah, my grandfather, the father of my mother, the father of my father-mother. So my name is Tariq Sultan, Tariq Ibn Sultan, Ibn Saud. Saud have married a woman called Al-Jawza. Al-Jawza is a daughter of Al-Hasawi, Ibn Al-Ghaysim Al-Shamri. He is considered from the sheikhs of Shamr. Now everything has changed, the new generation and things. Whoa! What did he do? He was assaulted by Al-Sabah. Then he tried to take him down. And he was put, but Ibn Sabah is now an agent. An agent with the weaponry and things, and the English supported him with everything, the colonizing power. So he took him and put him in jail for 10 years. 5 years in a terrible situation. Do you know this thing that's grow in the hair? And here, if you put a lot of hair in, and you didn't take I'm not lying. Wallahi, I'm with witnesses. قمل باللغة العربية القمل. It become like this. You see it in his hair. 5 years. Especially with 2 abnormal. And then another 5 years, no. They start giving them places to take shower. This is how strong they were. The problem in their skin. So Ishmael, why? Because Ibn Sabah wanted to change it in a different. Saddam Hussein said, you know how Al Sabah used to rule it. He said, don't delete the video. If they have something to represent to defend themselves, defend yourself. I'm not talking about Al Sabah. I'm talking about all Gulf states. No, this is things. I don't want him to talk about the Budun and other things. Please, please. He said that these people are traitor of prostitution. Though they are Ishmaelite 100%. But what created this? The non-Ishmaeli. Starting with, not all, those who call themselves Shiite. Come on, let's have a documentary. Let's go and talk to those people who call themselves Shiite. What do you think? Look at the media. The media talk. I saw a lot, and I swear to you. They are saying our culture is different. Our women do not wear niqab. They sped when, wallahi, I am not liar. In Saudi Arabia. This Bedouin who have no nationality from tribe, Ishmaelian tribe, should go back to Saudi Arabia. What about you? He's from Kashmir. With respect to the Kashmiri. What about the others? He's from Punjab. What about you? I am from Africa. He's from Africa. So you're from Africa and you're from Kashmir, Punjab, and you don't want people to live in this Kuwait, which should be in Saudi Arabia. I am not a liar. Oman is far worse. Extremely far worse in other aspects. And also like it and worse in this aspect. Or this like it. And there is a lot of things that is hidden. Emirates, do not say I'm a liar. I'm not saying all. Among them are wonderful people. Qatar's servant from Saudi Arabia brings some servant Bedouin natives. Who? Is she going to bring some of these who call themselves Hijazis or Shafi'is or Shiite to come and work in Qatar? No. Because these women who are not from Qatar, who want the culture of the Ishmaelian to be destroyed. I'm not calling for anything extreme. Those who have houses and things and using our gas and our oil in this Contonian state, why don't we bring some of these Bedouin? Because you look at a different Qatari woman with niqab from an Ishmaelian tribe, and she say there is a woman like you from your own bloodline, because I'm not capable to deal with you because you're native. I want to bring. I'm not saying all. There is Ishmaeli men and women are terrible at that. Yes, we're a nation, a human, but there is some standards and basic things. Standards and basic things, and the whole world are behind it. Did she want some servant? Maybe like Model Khawla? So that it will accept taking the hijab? Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Is this racism or not? The word racism is a wonderful word. When you deal with a racist, try to reason with him. Maybe you have a racist. This is beyond the meaning of racism. This is racism. I want something worse. Beyond it. Is there anything beyond it? Extreme racism. My English is not that perfect. Yeah, that's it. Saud House. So, these people found a good place if they're going to run away to the West. We are Shiite. Saud House are Wahhabist. We are Shiite. We are not Wahhabis. They are ruling us. They are ruling us. Not really. I am Hijazi. I swear to you, this is this is our culture, generation after generation, thousands of years. Thousands, yes, in your own continent, in your own nation. These Wahhabis, King Abdulaziz, and they did bloodshed, and we are Shafi, we are not Wahhabis. So do you see how they are neglecting an issue of racial discrimination? There is a difference between an identity of a group of people and the religion of a group of people. Hey! Stop it, Tariq. Stop it, what? Why do I have a system working as model? What? Do you have any excuse? Come on, yalla, answer me. I'm not going to talk about poverty, homelessness. I'm not going to talk about anything. What? Tell me, yalla. I'm not going to talk about my brother who have no dick. I'm not going to talk about my other brother who was disabled for 9 years without a pence from the government. Allah يجعلها في وجوهكم إذا تكذبون. Nothing, no pence. Zero. He should be provided at $1 million at the minimum. I remember my father making some Arabiya in Arabic. How do you call Arabiya? Arabiya of children. He's 8 years, 7 years. He's no longer an infant. He's no longer like this. Bismillah al-Atfal. May Allah bless them. Hey, yeah, boy, I put you in your place. And the child has do. No, he's 6 years. He died at 9. He's 7 years. So he needs a big Arabiya. Who was making Arabiya while he's still in his face? Sultan, the father of Khawla. I'm not lying. Do you see how what? Do you see the people when you say our Ishmaelian culture, our identity, sea to the sea? We are the Ishmaelian. This is not a realistic Gulf state. This is our identity. Why your sister is immortal? The West. Then you go to, no, let's not talk about those. The West. Shiite. Additionally, the political things, Iraq, invading Iraq, the Shiite there on things. Shiite should kiss your ass. You're a Western. Shiite shouldn't bother you. Soleimani should have the American flag and say, "Oh, I love America, the country of the faggots who held the creator of unjust, the occupiers who held us." Yeah, and the West as well, and other nations. They should do this. Not say America is Shaitan al-A'zam. America is the biggest Satan. But no, they have agenda. They have a representing dark occupational regime in Tehran that want to spread and take others. Yeah, it's not enough the oil we got. It's not enough Baluchistan, Khazistan, Kurdistan. We could be in a no. We want تصدير الثورة, spread the revolution, and we want to Palestine. Yes, support gives Hamas little. Yeah. Saddam Hussein was much better than you. You killed Palestinians in Iraq because they were with Saddam. So you want the Palestinians to be against Saddam? There was some Palestinian who messed with Saddam. What happened to them? Like the husband of his daughter. Again. Or the husband of his daughter. He killed them. Yeah, he's a dictator. Don't fuck with me. You're fine. Women? Oh, you can do whatever you want. You don't make mut'a on women. You're Shiite, mut'a I don't want. Slapping children, I don't want. I'm the president. There is no God but Allah. They always say, he's God, he's acting like God. And Saddam Hussein is, Allahu Akbar. No, this is طبعا acting. No, I am not God, I'm worshipping. They just take the Quran, the holy book. Because he's like God, and of course. Hillary Clinton, the Shiite are helping you against the resistance in Iraq and things like that. So anyway, so the West is looking at those people and saying, the media, the normal, Iran is behind it. China is taking advantage. Do we need to talk about China taking advantage of this dark interference and the Middle East? And do we need to talk about the Hindus? Do I need to talk? It will take how long is the video? It's 50 minutes. If I start talking about China taking advantage and causing trouble in the humanitarian and talking about women driving, Iran, political things in India, I will need 4 hours additionally. I have no space in mobile. And I have no time. So let's ignore talking about India and China, okay? And Russia as well. Or Iran. Let's talk about West. Or maybe African slavery and things. Oh, I'm a Shiite. Let me give. We are Shiite, we go to Africa. Why you want to be like Muawiyah, the Arab, don't delete my video. Do you want me to do like this? Okay, there is maybe 4 points. I'm gonna mention 1 point about this. I'm gonna mention 1 point. We are Shiite from Iran. We want to spread Shiism. You are Muslim African? Yeah. I'm not Muslim. Why you are Sunni, Nasibi, Muawiyah Arab, Abu Bakr Arab, Umar Arab, Uthman Arab, Aisha Arab. Okay, they enslave you. Look at American documentary. Pharisees never do anything, and God knows what they used to do before Umar ibn al-Khattab liberated Persia to their own people and other nations, and Iraq as well when they occupied. بشيعة Imam Ali. الآن في طواغيت جديدة, طواغيت, new طاغوت, got nothing to do with the family of Muhammad, coming from the eastern. So-called Hindus, I have explained about this, and this is You know what? I'm not gonna complete my one point. So just let's leave it. Okay? Yeah, let's leave it. Lafifa, Lafifa, Lafifa. Don't interpret Quran. They don't know. They don't know. You go him, jam, creating problems. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Satan's century. I don't want to debate it. Just go back to your homeland or wait for it. No, no, you don't say it to me. I'm running away begging you, please. Resident accommodation. Your economy is good. Give me a room, please. They made me sick now. Yeah, you have a good economy. 3 years and a half. طب خلاص. With respect to these centers and this church, but masjid as well, but mainly the centers and church. There was masjid, but few because they're minority. But anyway, because I shouldn't be here at then. Not this second. You are there occupying and stealing the houses and doing unlegal, unhumanitarian crime. Wallahi, terrible. You and many young group, you will be a great price. And you're behind things happen in the Middle East outside. Look at India, look at Iraq, the so-called Israeli state. Anyway. مفسدون, مخطئون. Go ahead. Now the point is, what's next? What happened? I am the American ambassador in Kuwait, in Emirate, or in Oman. In Oman, oh yeah, I am the British ambassador in Oman or in Kuwait. I am the Iranian ambassador in Oman or in Kuwait. I am the France ambassador in Kuwait or in Bahrain or in Emirates or in Oman or Qatar. Qatar have changed at the end. No more Wahhabist. You go and check. Even they always say, finished being dark Wahhabist. Al-Thani are Najdis. The same fucking lie. Tamimis are Najdis. Kashmiris are native. Not Najdi. African, not Najdis, but they are a joke. We're dealing with a joke. We are dealing with a creep joke representing racism. It's disgusting. Wallah. What do these ambassadors say? They talk to the sheikhs, the leaders, even people, even humanitarian. And the Gulf states, royalty, always say the following. When they go to the West, they always say to the media, oh, we are in Kuwait or Bahrain or Qatar. No, leave Bahrain out of it. Kuwait, Qatar, Emirate, Oman. We are different. We have, even those minority or whatever, or stupid, ignorant, we are changed. It's Saudi Arabia or Wahhabist. Now they are neglecting a lot of facts. One of it, the historical change. The change that took place historically and created an incident in Sykes-Picot and colonization that created this environment and cutting إسماعيليan الأرض الإسماعيلية إلى كنتونات Ismailian land to Cantonian state, and they are neglecting the fact that there is natives and how it starts. All of this, and they say Saud House are Wahhabist. Even Qataris, they don't want to change. Yeah. In Emirates here we are open. We just this is even at the 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 2014, 2015. Qataris, we got Sheikha Moza. She just took the history of the nation in. We have Al Sabah princes. No, Kuwait is different. Saudi Arabia is caveman. They said even far worse than this. Oman. We are here not Sunni Wahhabist. Wahhabist are Najdi. Where are you from? Africa. Where are you from? Asia. No, I'm royalty, royal family. We are here different. We don't make any separation. Okay, what about the natives? Have no nationality, and you're small Cantonian. the percent is the intruders are far a little bit more. No, far. I mean, look at Emirate. Look at Iran. Look at Kuwait. You will find that the percent of intruders, Bahrain. Does this make them native? No. Does this make them with the right to change the land of their Shema? No. Additional to that, all sorts of lies about us. Did I say all? No. Evidence, names, opposition alone. Then why we get to this? Why we get to this? Get to what? Do I need to explain again? Because the answer is not going to be 2 words or 3 words. I understand some of you wouldn't understand this point, but let's jump. The ambassador's information. I think that when they take the feedback from these Gulf states, I think Saudi Arabia need to understand this. Let's go and talk to the king. King Fahd. Oh, he's Allah yarhamu al-Muslimin. King Abdullah, Prince Abdullah. Your Highness Al-Walid bin Talal. Okay, this Al-Walid bin Talal is with you because he don't give a fuck about human or native. Ya Allah. Allah is my witness. I used to feel stranger there. I used to feel strangers. Bismillah alayhi. Bismillah alayhi. I used to feel stranger. It's not good. Allah. Very stranger. I remember myself in 2008 and I felt that I am. That's why in England I don't feel stranger, wallah. I don't feel this feeling. No, don't say hen. Because, okay, British among them are very civilized people, but have nothing to do with this, how nice people or not. No. Yes, people are nice, people are good, we are civilized people. Yeah, this is, I'm not questioning this. I'm not saying no, they are not, but it's a different, yes, they are. Perfect. Wonderful people. A to Z. Yes. I have even friends from them and I enjoy talking to them. But it's not, I have friends and they are making me more feeling strange. No. It have nothing to do with this. It's my feeling there. I don't know how to explain it. Though I have a family relative who care for me. Any family relative. This is Tariq ibn Sultan. Oh, hello, the son of my uncle. Hello, the son of my aunt. It is. Oh, aunt, hi aunt. Hi uncle. Hi grandma. Hi grandfather. You start forgetting women. Who are you? At that, I'm your daddy. You're not my dad. Who are you? Come here. You're a stranger entering the house. No, I'm not. For example, I'm your grandson. My son Sultan is young. He have no children. He's gonna get married soon. I said, okay, I am here working as a driver. Oh, okay. Then sit outside there. Why you wanna enter and say, this is my grandmother. Ah! And then did I pray? Yes, something like this. Something like this. There is, but this, you understand me, but I still feel stranger because we are under occupation. Here, I don't feel this filthy. So, do you prefer being with a family member and things, with this sort of feeling in certain place, your homeland or whatever, or you prefer being in a place that you have no root whatsoever, but without this disastrophic things that you see happening, which is in England. This is England, America, France, even America. Though there is a native in any country, Japan. This is something, but now there is something creep happening. This is not. It shouldn't be this way. It should, and I have mine to think. You understand me? And people are. It's better not to deal with your family if they are not like you, because you will feel even far stranger. And you don't want to impose things and cause trouble to them. So, because you're alone. Understand? And also, additional to that, it's an experience. The soul, the mind, things like that. You're used to it. And then the human with this experience never start feeling this. Maybe even if I am there, I wouldn't feel it the way it was horrible to me. In 2018, I remember things that happened. because I know those exactly what I'm explaining now. So you are running away and escaping and saying we feel strangers because Wahhabis. Go and talk the archive, check the archive. Wahhabis and we feel stranger. Or maybe you feel stranger, I don't know, because you don't belong there. But trust me, the feeling of strangerness that you got have nothing to do with the feeling of strangerness that I felt. I'm not gonna show off and say that mine is something that you will never recognize because you're so stupid or maybe so racist. Or you wouldn't even handle it, as it will kill you. Alhamdulillah, Allah protected me without the needed skills to deal with it, and I had these skills since my youth. My youth, beginning of the 20s, and I started thinking. There is men, women, there is people who are better than me. Anyway, I'm not saying go. What is it? Anyway, the point is. Then the West go and talk to Saud House, King Abdullah, and tell when you are gonna impose the Wahhabism against the Shiite, Your Majesty, or Your Highness, the Minister of Internal Affairs. There is people who came from Jeddah and from Mecca and Medina. These people are your citizens, aren't they, sir? These people are Shiite from Qatif. Are these people your citizen or what? Okay. They say that they are not Wahhabist. After recognize everything I say from the beginning. Then why you're imposing the methods of Wahhabist? I don't know how to say it because it's disgusting. This is what happened. This created this forces, and everyone is taking advantage, and everyone is accomplice to implement unrealistic. What do you mean by realistic? It's happening right now. You are saying that you are bringing things that is bringing prosperity. No, this is unrealistic. This is trouble, and it's definitely unrealistic. I don't want to explain additionally. Look at Mohammed bin Salman and his unrealistic goals. And I'm not going to mention. This is part of the sickness. It comes together. It's like a package of sickness. Do you understand me, or do I need to explain additionally? And some would ask, what do they say? Okay, we understand. We want this, but the problem is what they have. We have scholars, we have Bedu, we have... But your citizens are not only Bedu, Your Highness. Look at the... Oh, definitely, starting from the West. I'm gonna be decent. I'm gonna be decent. لا 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 أخذ ولا أعطي أخذ ولا أعطي ما لي علاقة أنا أعطي عذاب أطلب ما أعطي أطلب لا إلى العالمين. How they interfere, he and she coming, either human right, now with respect, politically, for their interest, Russia, United Nations, educational institutes, international, even UNESCO. We find that these guys are more open. I don't want to bid with women. I don't want to bid with men. I don't want. We want these people. Why these people should return back? These people should be forced and pushed to get out of the Ismailian territory because they are betrayed or less than animal. You choose. Less than animal, ignorant, do not use their mind with their pleasure. 6, 8. They're enjoying us. Money, they're enjoying it, by the way. They're enjoying it, by the way. I'm not saying all, be careful. And there is Ishmael who are betrayed. There is men who rape their own daughters. There will be, of course, after this weakness and sickness, someone who's enjoying the harm that is happening to another Ishmaeli woman. How come a father have sex with his own daughter? He is sick, tired. You cannot say that he do not find anything to fuck. It's not enough reason. He's sick and tired. So enjoy sex. Whether she wanted or rape or whatever. There is sickness, absolute terrible sickness. Now, did you? I doubt it. Those who watch my video, did you feel this? I am a liar. Oh, I lie, huh? Do I? I lie. I don't say the truth. Really. Well, at the end, I ask God punishment against the enemies, and definitely I am saying the truth. All was fine, except touching at the final stage. We took everything. We ruined their identity. We took their money. I'm not saying. I'm saying the enemy. The enemy, and you decide. Their money is stolen. Those people who keep complaining without a root are ministers, money, rich, just happy. Me and rent, debt, fucked. All of this. Everything is taken. Look how sick they are. Maybe they're girls. How we solve the problem? By allowing them to have some of the economy? No. It's time for your daughter to be prostitute, seduced, to be forced to be prostitutes. This is exactly what the so-called Israelis want. This is exactly what those who call themselves Shiite want. Don't delete my video! For the sake of the souls of the children and babies who were killed and murdered, do not delete my videos. And others who were raped and executed horribly in Iraq and other places. Don't. It's a nation, it's a responsibility, it's not a joke. And I am a responsible man since my childhood. I cannot afford it. I'm a sick, tired man now. Not sick like this who raped his own daughter. No! I'm tired. I have a issue. I have issues. I'm not interested in sex, by the way. Zero interest in sex. Maybe if I'm a billionaire. Now what the... I'm changing the topic. No, honestly. Billionaire? Yeah, of course, yeah. Give me the money. Am I gonna start my work? Because I didn't start yet. So it's not a good choice for you to make me rich. Okay. Because I'm gonna do this. Not to a lady. While I'm top of her. I'm gonna do this to your mind. There is a say. We use it there. With money I will be more capable. بألحس مخك. Do this to your brain. Relax. That's why I don't want any authority. Because a freak like me with authority, God knows what he would do. Also, the imaginary friend are keeping their mouth shut now. Because I'm sad today. So the Saud house, what do they do? Gulf state. Gulf state, yeah. Sunni Shia, native non-native. Badawi Hadari, change. The heat on us is outside. Daesh, Bedouin. Everything that. Baki, India, even Muslims from different sectors. Everyone wants some. Oh, this is a cake. This is a wonderful cake. Do you see the cake? Chocolate cake. Do you see the chocolate cake? Take this Sufi Shiite, liberal, secular, intruder, so-called Shiite outside American West. American can do whatever it want with the society. No, never everything. No rules inside. Yeah. The society is exposed. Not enough the IT, the information, bank account, no. Mohammed bin Salman, everyone. Mohammed bin Salman. Give me some here, some credit. No, only voucher. Thank you very much, City Council. I'm not using anything. Really. Thank you, City Council, for taking care of a very nice person. All of them, right now, promotion and a raise and salary. They deserve it. I think your economy is still fine. So there's a lot of prayers, but things might take some time. Don't worry. The whole world is all gonna be. So what's happened by the Saud house? The Saud house starts saying, we need to make them happy with us. And Gulf says, at that time, let's say, literally 11 September, the inside job. So it was in the 1995, it was in 2005 and 6 incident here and here that make them even change more and more. If a so-called Shiite with this opposition and all criticism come and say, I am with Saud House because they give him money or something, the Saud or Gulf states or Kuwait, Oman as well, Oman, oh different. We are Wahhabis. We are not like Wahhabis. All royal family. Let's focus on Saud House. If someone, after what's happened in Iraq, calling himself a Shiite, originally from Kashmir or Azerbaijan, all of them, Kashmir, Azerbaijan, Africa, no problem. Hazar, Afghan, whatever. Irani. Tariq, no problem with this. Yeah, no problem. I am no problem. I am an Ismaili here begging for any respect to be shown based on the Home Office. Yeah. I have no right to come and fuck your life by entering your house and pissing in your face. Or spitting in your face. Or not. Or shit. No, not. Ignore. Shitting in your house. And shitting in your house. No. Not me. I'm not going to do this. No, this is disgusting. I have no right to come. I never do something like this. And even the example is making me sick. I have no right to come and enter your house and just ruin your life and say, what the fuck is you're what is this? Look at your face. Something like this. And ruined your life and take everything from your fridge and you wake up, you want to go to work, I want to eat my breakfast, and maybe you have some sugar problem, pressure problem, and everything is taken. They are doing worse. So what if they are? Why the fuck is complaining? We're all human, equal to each another. Yeah, Palestinians are fucked طيب, equal to each other. What the fuck? Native Iraqi, Sunni, يجب قتله. What is the problem? What? India is Hindu, not Muslim. Yo, what the fuck? Though they are not even intruders. Eastern Turkestanis, I think China better controlling this area. Because we're dealing with lots of Sunni bombs. Terrorist attack. As a normal legal reaction. Not like the reaction that you're creating. Reaction of a legal action. Lies, and ignorance. And you're becoming angry from the victim. Becoming angry from the people who have the right to be who they are. طيب خلاص. Oh, still recording. Still, there is some points. And people, this so-called Shiite, one of them his cousin, his nephew, his uncle is in a position. We were with the Saud house. Saud house, if someone say this to them from this minority, someone who's calling himself Hijazi and he have a relative, cousin, or someone from his own intruding minority community is in a position in America or in England saying, oh, this is Wahhabist, we are Sunni Shafi'i, or we are Shiite, we are Sunni Maliki, we are Sunni different sector, we are Sufis, or we are Shiite, this Bedouin, this Wahhabist, this Rajid, this... Huh? These communities, if someone come to the government, the Saud House, all Gulf states, Kuwait, Oman, all Gulf states, and say to them, I am with you. This guy do not represent us. I am Saudi and I am proud that you are my Saud house, except I am not whatever. I'm Shiite. Or the Saud house, take him like this. Yes, look. The world needs to see this Shiite, their minority. Look at him. Look, طبعا هذا water. Please bring me dog shit. I will do it because this is water. Imagine if I have dog shit. Of course they are like each another, but the royal family with this shit. Look at this dog shit. It's saying that I am good. America, stop putting pressure against us. West, human rights, whatever. Look at Iran. Man, we are not like Saddam Hussein. Though Saddam Hussein got nothing to do with Sunni Shiite. He was absolute dealing with equality. But lies after lies. Look, no Wahhabist. He loves Saud house. This Shiite shit. This Hijazi. He have a relative. The same. He used to study with that guy who's in America saying we're Wahhabis, taking them Najdis and making problems just because they will never defend the country, saying this is an Ismailian country. This is a nation of the Ismailian. A, B, C, D. This is the point from A to Z, okay? People at that time, if they do it this way, there wouldn't be even Jahayman from the first place. Awakening Sahwa, they wouldn't! There weren't people saying we need to separate Ismaili or Saudi Arabia. I wouldn't have a mother sister. I wouldn't have a brother without dick. My mother wouldn't be arrested in an ambush. My father wouldn't face a problem with a disabled boy for 9 years, putting from his own small salary to just provide him with a good living. We wouldn't. I'm not saying what about the non-Ishmaeli, so you don't want to give... You say, Allah say human are equal, except there is tabaqa, except there is khala'if, except there is a lot of things. No, I don't want them to live in poverty. No, but things need to be explained. The Ishmaelian are the one who are under an absolute persecution, their identity. This is how it is. These people are lying. So the Saud house immediately, once you show us that you are loyal and you are from this intruding minority, we will be thankful for you for being loyal to Saud House. And if you are against us in America or Britain, we understand because you're not Wahhabis lately. This is what happened lately. You are not Wahhabis Najdis. That's why you are against us. If you're calling yourself Shiite, Qatifi, Asai, whatever. I'm not going to talk about Bahrain and Kuwait. I'm not going to talk. Let's focus on Saudi. I have no time. It's more than an hour now. Honestly, and I'm not in a mood today. Jeddah. You're Hijazis. So-called Hijazis. What about the Ismailian who are belonging to the soil from the sea to the sea? What about them? This is what they do, the Gulf States royal family, starting from Saud House. Let's focus on Saud House. They all, wallah, they all. But just focus, I have Saudi. What? What this Ismailian is saying? What the Ismailian is saying? Native Arab? Okay, what tribe? What? What Wahhabist? I didn't call anything. Explaining about Muhammad bin Wahhab. What identity? What culture? What? what the nation, native, why he is against us? Do you see? An Ishmaelian and against us, even those in Gulf States, royal family. It cannot be. What do you want? What do they want us to say? He's saying, don't criticize Muhammad al-Wahhab for the wrong reason. What here? How come Saud House are behind this? This is what they do. We are representing what you're calling, and no one is opening his mouth decade after decade after decade. Do you see? Am I good in explaining it? Or I'm not good? So you Ishmaelian, if you resist while you have the right, like the non-Ishmaelian, you're a big criminal. Unlike them, they have the right to be opposition or criticize. But you know, you don't criticize us. You should just be loyal and keep your mouth shut. Because we brought you the decades. There is a lot of things that occurred within the decades. We brought you from the desert. We gave you oil. No one complained at this except Jayman. And after Jayman, we brought the Islamic scholars. Am I with what's called Sahwa? Part of it, yes, but not all of it, because it was used to keep the Ishmaelian quiet. Even non-Ishmaelian in Emirate. Oh, Saudi natives. He will never be an Ishmaelian, because all Ishmaelian are slaves. Ishmaelian, trust me, I know them. They are not against Saudas, because they are slaves. He never says slaves. Of course, they are Qatifi Shi'at, because they are not Najdi. Okay, the Ishmaelian are what? Native Arab? Najdis, Badu. Okay, the people who live in Jeddah, the so-called Najdis, they are Hijazis. Okay, but they are originally coming from different continent. Oh, no, we're equal. This is 21st century. No. We are equal. Humans are equal. Okay, if humans are equal, the Ishmaelian are also equal. And they need some representation. Man, they are Daesh. Ishmaelian are Bedouin Daesh. The Shiite fought Daesh. Daesh are all Bedouin. Am I good at explaining? Saud House want to change. Saud House say that they couldn't do this change. Listen to me. Could because of the native Arab and their filthy, sick culture. This is their words. Wallahi, it's my resource. Listen. So the native Arab are behind. تأخر. Making Saudi Arabia back. Saudi Arabia become developed and civilized if they took the path. I don't know. Thailand is considered respectable. I respect Thailand because this is how Thailand is. Though there is some issues I am criticizing as a Muslim. But they need prostitution, drink, freedom. Islam is off, then they are civilized. Do you understand me? You don't. So the Saud House, because of, I'm not going to say that they are the victims. After all of this, if they look at the Ishmaelian, criticizing them, they would not feel that the Ishmaelian have the right to criticize. They don't feel this. Why are you criticizing me? Ishmaelians shouldn't criticize because we are assaulted because of you. Wandering tribes, and we came from Mars. They were from outside, of course, low lives from Turkey. And we granted you Saudi Arabia nationality and brought you into electricity, like all Gulf states. Mohammed bin Salman, no more Muhammad bin Wahhab. New National Day. Why did you use Muhammad bin Wahhab at the time of Abdulaziz and at the time of the awakening? Now, this is not a normal racism case only. It's a crime. And a lot are taking advantage. Muhammad bin Salman is good. He will open some church. Yeah. Okay, what about the fucker? Who the fuck are you fuckers? Me. He's just a name. This is the price. Price of what? People, when they want to build a tower. They will prices to spend a lot of money, things or whatever. This is a tower. Look what World Trade Center. Price, you need to pay a price. The, my price is the death of all humanity. Except, be careful. I don't want to mention the World Trade Center. Because, regardless, the World Trade Center, there is a price. Price. Any building you want to build. You want to make a weed. You want to make a river. A canals, water canals. A factory. Price. But what do you mean? No, this is how they think. That this is part of the price. That some Ishmaelian are fucked. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about so many were decapitated. So many died, sad. So many women who lived a long life without any respect to be shown. Decades after decades and decades. Ignorance and humiliation. Now be careful. Non-Ishmaelians among them are wonderful people. And Ishmaelian among them stupid, ignorant criminals. Betrayers. It's a case. This is how Saudi Arabia think. This is how Gulf states think. All destruction came from your kind. When I uploaded the video, they are saying Saud House. All of it. Destruction and problems. This is how Satan, this is how dark you are, how your mind set, which is a racist, criminal mindset, make you see. You're an occupier. You shouldn't have this royalty. And I've explained a lot of points. I don't need to start. But if a Shiite comes to them showing loyalty, look everyone, he is loyal to us, though he is not a native Arab, not Ishmaeli, not Wahhabis. I don't like forget about the term Wahhabis. There is nothing. Let's call it Tarqatist. You don't like Wahhabis? Tarqatist. I have nothing to do with any terror. You're the one who's creating terror. Look what you're doing. What? Do you think they will provide a solution? Do you think that they will show respect? I think I'm tired. I cannot explain more. Do you think they will show respect to the Ishmaeli? No. They will focus on this detail and they will try to damage any chance for the Ishmaelian people to rise and to recognize their right and to drag their daughters and their boys to bring sickness, and the whole world is not only watching, helping and working and taking advantage and accomplishers with it and behind it since more than a century or centuries and decades behind this. Some people look at a person and he looked just fine. He looked just fine. But he have cancer. This is not me. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about assessment, nice word. This is used today. To this mental health condition things, to the assessment to the nation case. The word assessment. No. Assessment to the nation case.